Good evening. This is the Four Battle Boy Podcast. I'm your host and moderator, Fabian Bix. And on tonight's episode, we have our opening shots with the Dodgers win this World Series, one of the most compelling World Series in history. College football, NFL, at Wars 25 for 25. Of course, I'm on time and nobody else is here. What else is fucking new? Let's get the show started.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Boys, yeah. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys.
And this is the Four Battle Boy Podcast. I am your host, Fabian Bix. We got our opening shots coming at you quick and fast. Of course, the World Series just ended on Saturday night. The Dodgers did something that's very difficult. For those that might not have watched the World Series, Dodgers did something that's very difficult to do: win Game 6 and 7 on the road. Especially after winning Game 3, 18 innings, I think that took a lot out of Dodgers. And it took all their starting pitchers to pull them out. Yamamoto is the ace of that team. Folks thought it was going to be Blake Snell or Tiny when he got back, but Yamamoto is the ace of that staff. He's the fourth pitcher to win 3. Is usually what you do. The last pitcher to do that was Randy Johnson, 2001, with the Diamondbacks against the Yankees, and that was an epic 7-game series as well. That was the 9-11 series, where Derek Jeter was crowned Mr. November. But if we are looking at the historical aspect of this series, this is one of the most enjoyable World Series. It's probably the best one in a long time. More compelling. You can go back to the Cubs winning in 2016, first time in 80 plus years they won the World Series. I think about it might have been 90 years. One of the first teams to win the World Series in 90 years. Their Game 7, they had the lead, lost the lead, and then had the lead in 11, then almost lost the lead again and won it. Well, I got Michael Atwater that has just hopped on. Mike, what's your thoughts on the World Series?
And I watched that Game 7, man. I jump into the baseball when it get to the playoff time, and that Game 7, man, that was that out when the
Pages.
That's second baseman threw it home. That was big time there, man. We are watching a dynasty in LA. They won 3 of the last 4, 3 of the last 5. Yeah, 3 of the last 4. Yeah, and I think the National League has won 5 straight.
The Rangers won it in 23.
Who?
The Rangers won it in 23, so it's not 5 in a row. The Rangers won it in 23.
The Phillies win it?
The Phillies haven't won it since 2008.
I don't know why I thought of it. I'm tripping.
Not to be so good, they went to bed in the playoffs.
So it's been the Braves, Dodgers, Rangers the last 5 years.
Braves in 21, Dodgers in 20, Rangers in 23. 24 was 24 and 25 are the Dodgers. Who won here 22? The Astros.
Yeah.
That was Dusty Baker's first championship.
Yep. Astros got 2 in the last 10 years, don't you?
Yeah, one of them was tainted, of course, but yeah.
Oh, I don't care about all that. You know, I know what you're saying though about the old famous Spygate.
Basketball. But anyway, I think where do you rank this Dodgers team?
Shit, back to back. I mean, you got to put them. You got to start putting them in the same category as them Yankees in the late. I mean, excuse me, as them Yankee teams in the early 2000s. You got to start putting them in that category. The Yankee team won it, what, 3 years in a row?
Yeah, 98, 99, 2000.
Then on one, that's the year they got beat by the Diamondbacks. No, they got beat by the
Yeah.
Marlins.
No, they lost to the Diamondbacks 0-1, lost to the Marlins in 03.
Okay. Well, I'm curious to see if they can three-peat.
I mean, if they don't get their bullpen fixed out, the bullpen was kind of, they were a little hully gully, to say the
And the
least.
bullpen been shaky pretty much all season though. Anyway,
That was the problem. Yeah, that's been their Achilles heel all year. But like I was saying a little bit earlier, they didn't. The only person they trusted were the starting pitchers. Starting pitchers from the bullpen.
you can't win games with them all the time.
No, you can't. You got to tighten up a little bit. You got to add. Sasaki has been consistent all year. Sasaki been consistent all year. I would have rather had Otani come out the bullpen during the series, but he's a starter. I would have preferred him to come out the bullpen, but you needed him to give you some innings to stretch out because that game 3 that went 18 innings. That to be honest with you, I think if that game didn't go 18 innings, I think the Dodgers would have won in 5.
Mm-hmm.
They would have won in 5, but they needed that the Otani to go deep in game 4, and Snell in game 5. Snell just, if you know Snell, he I think it was Springer, and no, was it Springer or was it other guy?
I think it was Springer.
Yeah, Otani going in. But Blake Snell didn't throw a fastball. He didn't throw a fastball the rest of that game 5.
Mm-mm.
So, well, Dodgers look good. I'm glad they won. I wanted to win. That's the best team money could buy. Folks not gonna like it, but at the same time, they spent the money and had the resources to win. And you can't be mad at a team that's spending money to win. So if your team is not winning and your club is not doing anything about it, that's on your club.
Yep.
So I mean they play within the rules. So there's nothing you should be complaining about with that team winning. There should be no complaints.
They did what they supposed to do, and they prevailed.
So congratulations to the Dodger Dave Roberts. This is your 3rd World Series as a manager. I think this is your 4th. Because you won with the '04 Red Sox also. We're gonna see what the Dodgers do. I think they need to they need to get some bullpen help. I think Aroldis Chapman will be a good fit. He's a little bit older, but I don't. You got to get a little bit younger. Also, you got to get a little bit younger.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get a tad bit younger because Bookie's getting up there. Freddie Freeman's close to retirement. Um, Yeah, and I told about froze. Yeah, something going on with Apple and the internet. All my other devices in my house working, so my MacBook or my phone is kicking me off my internet. So I'm on my phone right now. So I've been trying to figure it out for the last 2 weeks. That's why I've been in and out the last 2 weeks
Mm-hmm.
from my end. So I'm not know what's going on. I've been trying troubleshoot everything. I might just unplug my router and just try to go again. So Anatol, hop on here. We need you on here. So, but Mike, go ahead and get the rundown with us for the college football.
I think we're talking about another firing first, eh?
Yeah, go ahead.
Auburn has fired Hugh Freeze.
When
Hugh
it happened?
Freeze. Oh, sir, that happened last Sunday, sir.
Wow.
They have fired Hugh Freeze, which I mean it wasn't surprise. It wasn't no big shock. Uh, Hugh Freeze was the dude in class that was halfway coming to class, was asleep, was getting in trouble with the teacher. We knew he wasn't gonna pass the class. That's what the Hugh Freeze was. We knew he wasn't gonna make it. We knew it. He wasn't gonna make it at Auburn. Um, these teams are firing, and this is gonna be another tradition. These teams are firing coaches. I think keeping up with the Joneses, and they once they don't make the playoffs, they throwing in the towel. So I think Auburn. Well, first of all, I think we give up on coaches. This society is just you give up on coaches too fast. That's what I think.
You free?
Back in the day, this wasn't like that. Now, if he'd have went, 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, something like that, okay. But you're giving up on coaches too fast, in my opinion, and that's just throughout the country. Even though Brian Kelly hadn't won a national championship, Brian Kelly is still um, one of the top 15 or 20 coaches in college football. You don't fire them kind of guys. Now, if it's something internal and they got some kind of issue, yeah, but you don't fire a top 15, top 20 type coach. That's just something you don't do.
Hugh Freeze at Auburn, right?
Hugh Freeze, Auburn, yeah.
I mean, I'm good for 4 or 5. I mean, you got to give him a chance. And so I do not have MacBook money. I got it on discount. When did the Hugh Freeze happen? Because I didn't hear nothing about him. It must just happen today.
Hugh Freeze got fired Sunday.
You know how I missed that? Because YouTube TV. That's how I missed it. Because I ain't watched sports in about a week, dog.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, because YouTube TV. I can't watch Abbott Elementary.
You missing a lot. Yep. Yeah, Hugh Freeze out of there, so Auburn going to be on the search for. And you seem like you're never getting it right. Auburn, Florida, don't none of these coaches. This is in the last 10 years, this has been their third or fourth coach. You got to get it right eventually, and they not getting it right.
We could look at the NIL piece of it. We could look at the NIL piece of it. I mean, because I could see some of that how that's the blame part of it. But at the same time, these are, you want to call it blue blood or new blood or blue blood schools or whatnot. But
I don't know.
I can see, and
We're getting rid of coaches pretty quick.
I could look at it as the proliferation of Clemson and Nick Saban. If you're not Nick Saban or Dabo,
Like, think about this, Faye. I've said it before on the show. There's only 3 coaches in the country that won a national championship. Ryan Day, Dabo Swinney, Kirby Smart. That's it. That is it.
he's a Dabo and Ryan Day. Dabo and Ryan Day, right?
Dabo, Ryan Day, and Kirby.
That's it. That's the list. And that's NPTI. I mean, um, if you're the commissioner for the you go ahead. I'm trying to fix. Switch another computer. You're the commissioner of the NCAA right now. You're the commissioner for a year. What are you doing to try to what are you doing to try to fix all this with college, with these coaches getting fired and all these big buyouts and stuff?
I can't do nothing with it. That's on the individual school. As far as a commissioner intervening, that it that depends on your faith and what you willing to spend and all that kind of stuff. So I ain't got nothing to do with it. I stay out of it, honestly. Now I do believe that um there's some things in college football that can be tweaked or changed. But like for an example, I think we need more than a national championship playoff. I feel like having like a secondary or even a third type playoff, it keeps teams from opting out and it still gives you teams to it still gives teams something to look for. Like for an example too, I think eventually they should go to this. I think all conference champs should get into the national championship playoffs, just like they do in college football. I mean college basketball. Have a 24 or 32 team tournament call. Think about this. The group of five team that doesn't get in the playoff, what they playing for, Fate? What they going to? They going to uh the Brown Derby Bowl. They going to the Independent Bowl. What are you playing for? You don't get to that national championship. You what are you playing for? They need to have something more to play for. I'm gonna put restraints on these transfer. Like you can't keep transferring 3 and 4 times. We got to start getting it back to the education. I know niggas trying to go to the league and all that kind of stuff, but we got to get it back to the education. So there's some things that I would tweak. Like for me with the transfer portal stuff, I would go back to the old thing. You can't transfer in conference. I go out of conference. Maybe that'll even up stuff for college football. So it'll be some things to change. But as far as these buyouts and stuff with college coaches, ain't too much you can do about that. What you can do about it. You know, froze up.
You froze up.
No, my mic is not working.
Buffalo Braves songs. It's Creek.
I need to talk to you.
Please.
No, babe, we talked today.
You think starting? You better try this.
Hey, we probably need to make it a wrap for the night, Faye.
Hold on.
This ain't turning out good right now. Hey, we probably need to make it a wrap for the night, Faye. This ain't turning out good right now.
Oh, wow. It tastes just like cranberry. pages. Right, okay.
Just right though, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. But she said,
Just right though, didn't I?
yeah, you did. But she said, I, wearing a security today. I need to talk. He wants to apologize and make amends to everyone that he hurt.
Oh man, this I'm all bullshit.
No, I mean, he's claiming that he's a changed man.
No, I don't believe none of that. What else he's
I security. Sir, I talked to him. I put two and two
none
together.
of that. What else he's
Sir, I talked. Yes, the 100. I put two and two together.
Mike,
Yes, the 100K.
Mike.
I don't buy this like that.
I hear you.
I know.
you're not in finals for.
Thank you.